Okay, hello everyone. I'm Adri Theron. I'm a catgirl VTuber who plays Final Fantasy XIV a lot. I'm not a big streamer or anything, or a big YouTuber, but if you've caught this video and you're watching it, I appreciate it. So this is going to be a video about how to make MGP because we have the Make It Rain campaign starting on May 15th, and that is an absolutely wonderful, wonderful time to get MGP. So my personal goal is I'm trying to get all 9s across, and I've bought pretty much everything that you can buy in the store. I'm sure with Dawn Trail there'll be more stuff added to the gold saucer. Maybe, hopefully, we'll see. But let's talk about how do you get MGP, because it's it's a mix. It's annoying and not so annoying to get. You can play Triple Triad, you can do Verminion, you can play the Gates, and you can do Fashion Report, Chickbow Racing. There's a lot of stuff you can do here, and you could just live in here and grind it out. Probably not the best use of your time though. For being honest, you got other things in game to do. You got raids, so on and so forth. But probably some key things that you should do is you have a challenge log. And if you don't have a challenge log unlocked, you need to get it unlocked. So it has it for a lot of stuff. I think I didn't get it unlocked until I went and did Eureka. That's how I found out about the challenge log. I believe it's a quest, a blue quest, maybe in Limsa. I think it's Limsa. I'm not entirely sure. But the challenge log is very useful for getting extra stuff from doing dungeons. So Parview roulettes. It's actually a decent way to make money in the game for just doing a bunch of stuff that you probably already do in your week. But for the purpose of this video, we have the Gold Saucer tab. So this is where you can make most of your MGP. It's very useful and handy. So you want to do things like complete 3 mini games and then earn 100 MGP for mini games. So usually what I do is I play Cuff a Cur. It's kind of simple. I just do it 5 times and I hit 100 MGP. I also usually wait till Saturday because on Saturday, my FC runs a little FC buff to increase the amount of MGP you get. Well, yeah, it's just boom, smack 'em, good or bad. And I'm not particularly good at this. I did say I do it 5 times. Sometimes I get the middle. I get a lot. So this will go faster. You get an FC buff. I'm at 65 right now. And I probably need 1 more after this. Boom. That is the most times I've ever been able to hit that middle target in the same day. I'm just gonna put that out there. Okay. So the other thing you can do is you can do gates. So let's see, Leap of Faith. I hate Leap of Faith with a passion. So I'm going to skip that one. But part of your challenge log is to participate in 5 gates every week. You do not have to win them. So, those ones that are kind of purely RNG, the Typhoon Gate, the Yojimbo Gate, the Slice is Right, and I don't remember what the Typhoon one is called. So those will count even if you don't win them. They're pretty RNG. But if you actually complete 3 gates where you get to the end, then, you get, 8,000 more MGP. So easy ones for that is Leap of Faith, if you like platforming. I have a love-hate relationship with Leap of Faith. And let's see, Air Force One is kind of the easiest one. There's also cliffside ones, a cliffhanger one that happens here, and a cliffhanger one that happens here. But, those are pretty simple. But gates happen every 20 minutes. So on the hour, 20-minute, 40-minute mark every hour. And once it hits, you have 9-10 minutes to get in it. So, and technically, so Leap of Faith right here says 43 seconds left. If you enter the instance, you will still have the full instance time to get through it. So it's not going to yeet you if you go in at 30 seconds. You're not going to have 30 seconds to complete the Leap of Faith. So MGP, the Make It Rain campaign increases the amount of MGP you can get. I don't remember exactly what percentage it is, but you get significantly more MGP during this event. So it kind of happens on a yearly-ish basis, I feel like. Something like that. It's pretty worthwhile to participate in. Obviously, you know, like if you're someone who works from home or lives from home and have access to your laptop, you could make a lot of MGP just hitting the gates every 20 minutes during the Make It Rain campaign, but most people probably don't have that. So, you know, take what you can get. Okay, so gates, you can do chocobo races, enter 3, enter 20. You do not have to win these. I hate chocobo racing and I find them really annoying, so I usually don't mess with these on a weekly basis, but because of Make It Rain, I will. So let's go check out where to go. So you're going to go to your Aethernet shard, and you're going to go to Chocobo Square. And so this is where the Register is. When you first come here, you should have like a quest that tells you go to Branch Meadows in Gridania, I believe, to get a Chocobo. So you do have to get that set up to do it for the first time, but it's whatever. Also, if you don't have all your Aether shards unlocked, this is technically the second level, and there's a lift going in between the two. So if you need to get your other shards, here is the lift. So this is kind of like the main area. Over there is the main crystal. Here's like the main little booth with stuff, and then you go over here to this door, and you go up. I would like to note this is the only door on the map, so you should not have any problems finding it. So we're going to go back up. I'm going to tell you about the next thing to participate in that is actually 100% worth it, and that's how I've been making most of my MGP on a weekly basis. So again, this challenge log is absolutely 100% something you can do every single week and slowly get a bunch of MGP. That's what I've been doing. And I just kind of I don't do everything, but I do kind of the ones that are pretty quick. So this is Lord of Verminion. So if you look at Lord of Verminion, it's the bottom, near the bottom 3. You get 5,000 for doing 1 match. You get 10,000 for doing 3. You get 12,000 for doing 5 matches. There is a way to make these matches like only take like 2 minutes each. So 10 minutes to get this done. So how you do that is, let's see. You can do these master battles, and it's NPCs. The key is, if you want to do this quickly, you want to go against an NPC and not another player, because there's really long queues against other players. So do master battles, or if you've joined a tournament, do a master tournament. So for example, here's the tournament person. I usually try to do the tournament because if you place and rank on the tournament board, which is kind of easy because not many people do it, you get a lot of money. So I already did the tournament for this week. And so I just got about 90,000 MGP from it, which is pretty nice. And this happens, the tournament is on like a weekly basis. And so like just to see, oh, hey, here's my FC leader. To get on the board, you could just do 1 match. I do 5 to go ahead and just knock out the challenge log for the week, you know? So then you're getting a lot. So if you do these challenges, you quite easily get like 200,000 plus MGP if you start doing them. Like, it doesn't seem like a lot when you're looking at it, but it adds up. And you're gonna be making bank during the Make It Rain campaign. Now, that being said, this Domain Mahjong match, player matches, this is just participate in. I've never done this, never messed with it. I don't know how long the queues are, so I don't really know if I can recommend it. So yeah, that's for Minion. And let me show you just how easy this is, because it will take like 2 minutes. So so these are the player battles you will play against real people. Don't recommend. You want to do the master battle. And you also want to go to Gold Saucer, go to Verminion tab, and set up your hotbar beforehand. I use the Wind Up Gentleman and the Wind Up Kojin. You get these from doing quests there. I think this is from Beast Tribes and Storeblood. And I guess he must be from the Hildebrand quest. I skipped all the Hildebrand quest cutscenes, so I don't remember when this gets unlocked. But they're relatively easy minions to get, but you cannot buy them on the market board. You can look them up, and you can try to find like other ones with similar stats. I'll be honest, doing the master battles against like the master NPCs, I've played with like kind of janky minions and still won. It's kind of just whether you pay attention. So you queue right away because you're going against a computer. There's no wait. You don't have to wait for people, so that's nice. Do its little thing. If you want to speed it up, you can skip the cutscene. It's like 3 seconds. I usually just go whatever. So this is Verminion. So what you want to do is you want to click on your Kojins, and I actually need to hit C and put them on C. So I like to go from C over. Okay, now we're going to bring out 2 gentlemen's, and we're going to move our little Kojins to this stone. And as they spawn, we're going to move them to this. And the goal is they go up there and they smack the crystal and they break it. The Kojins have a pretty high attack, and then the gentlemen kind of help give a little bit of defense and speed it up. So you only have so many, and once you break one crystal, you're going to go across to the others. So pretty quick. This should take about like 2 minutes to complete. And I've been doing this, I don't know how long. I did all the Verminion challenges at one point, trying to get the Clockwork Titania minion unlocked. And this strategy can be used for a good chunk of those. Not all of them, but a pretty good chunk. Okay, we got one more spawner. Okay, and the goal is just to like, you're going to move faster than the NPC. And the reason this strat works is because the NPC, the computer bot you're fighting against, is not super smart. So look, they're like spreading their guys all over the place, whereas you are staying together. Also, if you are like kind of getting down in health, these coaching guys kind of have like a little healing ability. I've never really had to use it on the NPC master guys. And we're going to go over here. And see, like, not a single one of our crystals has been destroyed yet. And we're already about to destroy theirs. So, do 5 of these in the week. If you can plan it out so that you do your 5 while also being entered for the tournament, you know, Best of Both Worlds, you know, you're using your time wisely. Otherwise, you could do like 5 for the challenge log, and then do another 5 for the tournament if it doesn't quite line up to where you have time to do it. But yeah, really super easy MGP. A lot of people don't play Verminion because it's not really fun, and I can't really blame them, but it's really MGP. So let's go talk about some other easy but less lucrative. I will say the Verminion is probably the most lucrative, personal opinion. Okay, and let's go over this away to the main area. So you should do your mini cactpot. I highly recommend doing your mini cactpot pretty much every day. My personal plan for the Make It Rain campaign is I'm probably going to just live in the gold saucer. That's my plan at the moment. I don't know if it'll work out so great, but you know, what's the worst that can happen? You do your little scratch tickets like an addict. And I didn't have great luck. If you get like 1, 2, 3, you get like 10,000. I've actually had a time where I got like 3 of those in a row. So it's hit or miss, but you know, it's easy. It's easy MGP to get. Okay, something else you should do. So challenge log, do you like triple triad? I hope you like triple triad. I don't. So you get 3,000 if you participate in an open tournament. This is the open tournament official. Right now is not a great time. It's not open at the moment. It happens like every 2 hours. So you can talk to him and he'll tell you when the next one. So the next one begins in 2 minutes. I'm not going to participate in that for this video because it does kind of take a little bit of time. You know, it's whatever. You can do the battle hall. I don't particularly like the battle hall, but you know, you could if you like triple triad. But I would say do these. So play triple triad 10 times, win 10 matches. You can knock both of these out at the same time by just talking to this guy. And you can challenge him. And he's pretty easy to beat, especially if you have a lot of cards from later expansions. He has super basic cards. You should be able to squish him pretty easily. If you're just starting out with triple triad, it may be a little bit hard, but maybe go do some quests and dungeons and get better cards. So at this point, I've kind of like squished him so much that I don't really pay that much attention because like all of my cards are pretty have like sides that are pretty high, and all of his cards are like pretty low. So he doesn't have any weird ass rules, and you can just murder him 10 times and get it. I see a lot of people who kind of come over here and just kind of like murder him. With the Make It Rain campaign, given more MGP, it's also a decent time to like maybe look into triple triad a little bit more. Like if you're good at it, you can make some decent MGP. Not amazing, but kind of okay. The next thing we're going to talk about is the Cactpot. So this is at the Cactpot board square. This is once a week, and you get to buy 3 tickets for pretty cheap, and all the rewards are greater. So this is the cashier. This is the person where you can buy the tickets. So I've bought my tickets for this week. So they're just gonna be like, oh, why are you here early? And I think it's at like, I'm in Central Time. So it's like 9, I think it's 9 CST my time, 9 CT. But yeah, you can come here, and if you go to the cashier within like the first hour of them announcing the winning numbers, you get another bonus on top of all the other bonuses you're getting. So this is something you should do weekly. And let's see, what else is there? Let me check the challenge log real quick. Gates, races. Yeah. So, you know, doing all of these, if you like everything on here, pretty easy to do. Doesn't really take that long. So you can easily make like a ton of MGP. So let's talk about this last thing. Go to the Wonder Square. So there's this activity called the Fashion Report, and it is done by Masked Rose. Let's talk to him. And so this is kind of like, hey, you need to come back and put on some glam that meets these criteria for Sweet Sakura, Floral Delight, and Carnation Celebration, and present yourself to me and I'll judge you. And if you beat the gold star on these, then you'll get MGP. I think it's like 60,000, something like that, if you get like an 80 mark, I think. Yeah. You can Google this every week. I think Kyoko Star from Final Fantasy XIV YouTube and streamer, they basically do a guide every week. Like my FC in our Discord has something set up to just like every week it posts a new fashion report. It's pretty simple. Sometimes you may have to spend a little bit of a gale on the item. That kind of just depends. But usually Kyoko puts like a decent number of options for each category in case like maybe you don't have something that fits, you don't have the gil. Sometimes the options are from dungeons and stuff, and that's kind of like, I'm probably not going to go run a bajillion dungeons trying to get a glam for this, but I will spend some money on the market board and potentially maybe craft something if it's pretty quick, or just go buy it, you know, whatever. I also kind of like look out. I'm in a pretty large FC, so some people will donate stuff to the FC chest in case people don't have it. Sweet Sakura, I'm going to assume that's going to be like one of the cherry blossom hair pieces, probably. I'd be surprised if it's not. Carnation Celebration, I'm pretty sure there's like carnation earrings. So that one's going to be pretty simple. I would like to note that while during the week they present this as like, hey, this is what the challenge is this week, it actually does not open till like Friday. So Friday to the following Monday, you can present yourself to Masked Rose. So you do have to do it on the weekend. So you don't have all week to do it. So it is very easy to miss and forget about, but it's definitely worth your time. It's worth a lot of MGP, and you'll get more MGP during the Make It Rain campaign. Okay, and let's see, there's another gate open. Oh god, it's Leap of Faith again. No. No. I think I've been through 3 Make It Rain campaigns while working from home. So I was able to do Leap of Faith like every 20 minutes, and I don't want to do any more Leap of Faith. I'm so tired of Leap of Faith. The new little acorn, fairyland, sylphland area, whatever the fuck that is, with the fucking acorns and the pie cones, I hate that one. I just join it. So sometimes what I'll do is for the challenge log, if I'm just like, ah, oh, fuck it, whatever, I'll just join the Leap of Faith and be like, do I actually want to do this? No. And then I'll just leave so it counts against my participate. And I was like, I'll do fucking Air Force One for the 3. I just need to get credit for it. So yeah, that's very much an option if you hate Leap of Faith. It is kind of better than it used to be. They've toned down a little bit how often Leap of Faith pops up. It is, if you think it's a lot now, it was a lot more. It used to be a lot more. So that is pretty much everything MGP wise. Let's see, we had challenge log, fashion report, daily cactpot, weekly cactpot. That is pretty much everything. And may you get a ton of MGP during this next event and stock up for Dawn Trail, because surely we're going to get new stuff added to the Gold Saucer, and hopefully it's not going to be an 8 million MGP blimp or another mount. Yeah, they added a 4 million MGP blimp mount. I have it. I was spent weeks saving up currency to get that blimp. And now I'm trying to get to 9999999. And I'm going to max it out because I don't have a life and I play Final Fantasy XIV a lot. Anyway, if you like this video, if you give it a like and subscribe, I would appreciate it very much. And may you enjoy the Make It Rain and the preparations for Dawn Trail. Okay, and bye-bye.